started. Whee. How dare you? How dare you?
Hello, Twitch.
No. Ah,
It's gamer time.
it's goomer time.
I feel like I need an energy drink after I drank my tea and everything.
You should eat some dinner. You're up now.
How many can I have?
As many as you want.
Rude.
Yeah.
I take this tiny little one in the corner. It's so cute.
I hate that one in particular.
Oh, good. Then I'll eat
Wow.
it. I hear the ice cream truck.
Oh my god. Ah, I forgot to just get cash today. God damn it. Oh.
It's a continuous saga of us not having cash. We have $1 right here.
Just $8. That's not going to get us either a Sonic or the new Shadow or ice cream. Because apparently there's a Shadow version now.
Yeah, but maybe it'll give you like a warhead.
A singular one.
A singular warhead, and you don't get to pick the color.
I hate inflation.
That's how we know you're not a
Uh,
furry. I just made him take psychic damage.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
When did they stop using Poppy's the Weasel?
I think because it's copyrighted.
Yeah, but like, that's the ice cream truck song.
Yeah. Also, like, it should be in public domain by now, so that's a good question. When did they stop?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just too cliche? Where am I? Oh yeah, at the camp. Where we murdered a bunch of people. The shirts don't do that. What? Oh, okay. Guess Henry was just having a stroke. Oh yay, it's Weeb! Hi Weeb!
I weave. The ice cream truck summoned him.
It better have summoned him. Go for ice cream. I'm not chasing that truck. Not without cash. At least it's light enough outside, and they came out at a decent time.
Yeah, instead of like 9 p.m. or whatever.
Right?
I think that time they were just like on their way home from wherever.
They had to be. Also, Pyra's here too,
Hi, Poira.
and Anathema, but their name is Streetcar now.
An enemy.
Anathema,
A car.
I hate you. Uh. Alright, what's our quest? Forbidden fruit? Oh yeah, we gotta find the saltpeter pit. Alright. Where do we go for that? I've decided that's our way to get into the whatchamacallit place, into the wedding. But I certainly don't want to do the blacksmithing minigame over and over and over and over again. Ends of mining Skyrim again? Oh god. I've been tempted to as well. I'm fighting temptations. I'm convinced I only do it when my mental illness comes. No, it's a very valid thing.
First he had treasure dropping out of his trouser legs, then the silver from his purse.
But his hands were shaking so bad, the coins fell into the shit he just laid.
Yeah, still, we made him pick them all up and wipe them clean.
And they smelled like arse after that, though.
Fucking son of a bitch!
Yes, I am. Let's party. I love it when they get free hits and then just combos over and over. Shit, my audio's quiet again? No. Okay. Like audio from the mic or... Oh yeah, it's saying I'm extremely quiet. Okay, let's see. Alrighty. Also, hi, Austin. Hopefully that will be better. That's good. Could be higher. Alrighty, going higher. That's more high. And we'll also try that again. Too high. God damn it. Alright, how about here? Find a middle ground between the two. Alright, hopefully that's good. It was so high, I was getting ASMR tingles. This is good. Oh boy. Lower?
Get bet Pilot said that.
How about there? Yeah, I'm seeing the levels in OBS and it's got me in the green. Now it's picking up my jet engine of a GPU. Gotta be in the yellow. God damn it. But not red. Alright. Probably about there. Otherwise, I think I'll push it way too high. You're perfect.
You're perfect.
You're all perfect.
You are perfect.
Wow.
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 Standing around creepily for 4 hours. Come, my randomly generated horse that's better than everything I've been finding.
Go! Go! God! Quick!
Where the fuck am I going? Missed the turn. In 2 weeks for my birthday, I want to get people together to stream Archipelago. What day is your birthday?
Go!
January.
Not yours.
Also, it wasn't today.
Thursday the 17th. Okay, let's see.
It's me. Come over here.
Whose birthday?
It's Austin's.
Ooh.
No longer calling me Hans, then?
Well, see, I discovered the truth of the matter.
Getting my calendar out. Okay, so the 17th. Off those two, on those two, off those. Yeah, I could totally make it. I'm off that day.
Off your rocker.
Yeah, I gotta get my calendar out because my fucking job is stupid. With its compressed 2-week schedule. Okay, mess me out on Discord and we figure out a game. Who will do, honey boo? Oops. I was supposed to talk to that guy. Gauntlet is supported, though we have to set it up so you can beat it under 6 hours.
It wasn't just me that fell for that tale of selling wares for a tidy profit in Germany. He'd take people to taverns, get all friendly with them, then take all their goods and vanish.
How many people are we talking about?
I know of at least 3. But it wouldn't surprise me if there wasn't a lot more of us.
It happens all the time. Well, you should report him. They'll catch him and give him what for.
It's already been done.
Like, but you know me, Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I mean, we could try it,
Well, that's good, isn't it?
but
it made me realize how hard it is to trust anyone these days.
Not everybody's.
I would have to like do a whole lot of pre-gaming
Sorry I mistook you for him.
to like get everyone leveled up to like mid-level at least.
Better get on it.
It's a lot of off-stream grinding. How would it work if we were playing it online? Because I know you can do it through Dolphin. Oh, hey, congrats on the implant, Weeb. I think I heard about that, but
Chances are you
it's
won't
good to be
stealing your money
reminded.
from Hans again, will you?
Yeah.
I suppose not. Well, lesson learned at least.
Me next.
I'd like to purchase something.
Take your pick.
Oh, this guy's got some really fucking decent shit. Except for these. I'm just not allowed to haggle with him. Oops.
Have you remembered something?
I'd like to purchase.
Take your pick.
Nope. I just wasn't allowed to haggle with him. Rave, can you bully Blast into listening to that song I sent him? Bully into listening to the song that she sent you.
I will later. I'm stuffing my face with chicken.
Oh yeah, it's about time you're eating dinner.
I didn't wait that long. It's still hot.
Hot from the disappointment I have in my heart. Hi, Generok. I'm dealing with it right now.
I'm it.
Can't believe this.
Habib it.
Twinkie house. Shovel. But I can't grab it. Hot from impotent rage I feel in my soul. What the hell did I hit? Oh, it was probably up here. That's part of the quest.
Hot from the flames of the district manager's fury.
Looking for the helpful infinite keys. Yes, that's actually really good. If there's like an instant level up button and we could just toggle ourselves to 30, that would be perfect. But infinite keys would be perfect as well, so we're not all fighting over keys. Or like an infinite gold to give ourselves max stats immediately. Can you unlock the character you want? That's perfect as well. Required, actually.
Good, good, good. Everything's coming up, Rave.
Because if you got infinite gold, you can just buy stats. Probably be soloing Gauntlet because everyone's doing different game. I'm doing Wind Waker. Yeah, okay. I could solo Gauntlet. If I could... Yeah, definitely. If someone can totally join you. Yeah, sweet. Hopefully nothing stupid happens and I don't get dragged off during the day. Because it's like my family suddenly realized I existed this month and have been bothering me relentlessly. I'm probably going like fake sick on everything, say I have COVID. I haven't seen Jesse do stuff in a hot... Jesse! Oh yeah, you're right! Oh god, he's doing Mario World? That's such a good idea. All games are all local multiplayer, so that tends to work out with AP Worlds. I don't see an option, but we can just max your level characters right away. If there's an infinite gold, or you could probably just sell keys and get infinite gold that way. If you got infinite keys.
Good morning.
I'm Henry, Miller Crazel's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice
The
to meet
fun
you.
options.
It's not a name I hear often.
Serve Rain is a
It's
good
not the name
example
I
of
was
something
baptized
that
with.
functions
In
as
our
a single
crowd,
world
it ain't a
that
good
can be
idea to
played
tell
with multiple
your real
people.
name. That's why we
Okay.
use nicknames. What should we call you?
Oh god. Stupid nicknames. Alright. Let's go on field votes. We got the Butcher of Rannick, the Wolf of Skalitz, the Poet, or Henry.
Henry.
You know, just the name Henry.
I gotta really think about this. See, I was hoping that it was actually the Wolf of Shallots.
No.
The Wolf of Green Onions.
No. Alright, so Pyro picked Wolf of Skalitz. So that's
Wolf of
one vote.
Shallots.
No. I'm counting that as 2 for that. Okay, Weave is saying the wolf, so that's 3.
The Wolf of Scallops.
Cheats and barrels can have items in them. Obelisks can be randomized. Mirror shards can be randomized. Difficulty can be set. Okay, if I could set the difficulty to arcade difficulty, that'll be perfect. As soon as you get your unlock final boss condition, you can't beat the game in that moment. Yeah, okay. So is this like Acapulco or whatever it is, like a 5-hour marathon or a relay sort of deal where I pass it on to the other person, or are we all just doing it at the same time? Oh, that's neat. Yeah, if you could set the difficulty, arcade difficulty. Alright, so far we got 3 for Wolf of Skalitz. I think that outweighs most people in the chat. We still have 3 that haven't voted, so there could be a tiebreaker. So Austin, what name are you picking? Generok and Streetcar. I need your picks. Alright. That's 4 then. That automatically breaks it. Shape can be around at 3 PT. Maybe like going 6 hours. Yeah. I would actually kind of like that. Alright, I guess it's like majority vote Wolf of Skalitz. Despite the fact I look like a crumb bum.
The Wolf of Skalitz.
Well, that's not very creative. You know what? I'll come up with a nickname for you myself when I get to know you better. Did you bring me something from the...
Oh, it didn't even matter.
Crazel said you'd appreciate some herbs.
That's...
He's right there.
Okay.
Do you have some for me?
I hate this game.
I'm sorry. I've got nothing for you.
I reckon I'll just have to scrape together the ingredients.
What kind of...
The kind where Zenek finally gets some sense into his head and stops making stupid beginner's mistakes. Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes...
You know, the traps and gauntlet, they can be triggered on you from other games. That's
While we're on the
interesting.
subject of rituals, did Crazel tell you about the golem?
He did.
And what do you think of it?
Why make a poll when I could just... I don't know.
I'm curious to see what a golem made of flour will look like. But I'm mostly curious to see if Crazel will really be able to breathe life into it with the help of saltpeter.
I'm more worried that as soon as it comes to life, it'll slay us all with one blow. So, if by some chance
Alright,
it
I'll
looks
get
like something's going wrong,
you down,
won't
gotta
see my
get the
heat
others
was
together.
dust, and
Of
I suggest
course,
you do the same. But
I
that's
think I
enough of
might
that.
use a
I
PTO
don't want to
day
stand here talking
as
about
well,
flower
just to
goals
like
when we
sort of get
barely
rested
met.
up for it.
I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit. But if you're in a hurry to find Crazel's saltpeter, I won't keep you.
Let's talk. I need the
Yeah,
charisma
thank you,
bonus.
But where to start?
You know what? I'll start. When they caught Zenek in Troskovitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me and clap me in the stocks. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zenek and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth much as company. So I'm glad the miller's finally found a normal hand for once. You've got a beautiful dog.
Called
What's
me
his
normal.
name?
Mutt.
What a cute fella. How did you find each other?
He belonged to this girl I knew, Teresa. She saved my life in my hometown, Skalitz, when I went to bury my parents.
Well, I'll be... That's what I call an interesting past. I used to have a dog, but I don't anymore.
He died.
He started getting these lumps all over his body. He stopped eating, just slept all the time. And then, well, what's done is done. And what about you? What kind of family are you from? Also, thieves?
Blacksmith, family of knights, family of thieves. Oh. I got like the max in stealth.
The very same. When did you steal your first apple?
Before I could even walk. But it wasn't an apple. It was a silver groschen from my godmother.
And you got away with it?
I did indeed. Nobody saw me. Not then, not any time since. It came in handy in the convent too. Slipping out of a boring sermon unnoticed, that's what I'm good at. And it don't matter who's preaching. Whether it's a priest, an abbot, or Crazel. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
He seems mystical. I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say to that. I still don't know him all
Yeah,
that
you
well.
want to know
I
what was
understand.
weird the other day? One of
Best
Dex's
not
old
to
friends
write the
reached
hand
out
that
to me
feeds you
to
for
chat
no
when I haven't
reason.
talked to
Thanks
them
for
in like
talking
12
to
years.
me.
Oh, damn.
Really
I wonder what they
is
had to
good
say.
have someone to pour my heart out to. But now, about that saltpeter. Before you came, and before Zenek fucked up with the manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over the place, mainly in sties. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible work, time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests, just in case. You know. Anyhow, now
It's
all
like
the
you still
sties
have
in the
your
region
squeaky
are
voice.
scraped clean
It's
and
not
laid stitched and
squeaky.
printed on a nice barrel of
It's
saltpeter.
normal.
No, my voice is squeaky. Uh-huh.
Barrel is quite a lot.
For the whole Trotsky region, aye. Unfortunately, Crazel said we need at least 6 times as much.
6 times. Will one saltpeter pit be enough?
I reckon so. There should be as much as Crazel needs for his master.
You heard it. Sounds like
If
balls
you're
haven't
looking
dropped.
for it, you ought to
Trust
know
me,
how
I've
saltpeter
heard
forms.
worse. I've
Do you have
worked
any idea?
with worse. I have a 12 in map knowledge, I guess.
Certainly. You take a damp wall, like in a sty, you let the water evaporate from it, and you get this salty bloom.
That's right. But like I told
Trust
you,
me.
all the sty walls
He
in the
lives
region are
with
scraped
worse.
clean and we can't wait. Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting. It can be shit or...
Haha, your
How
voice
is
is
it?
adorbs.
Well, a saltpeter pit is
Adorbs?
actually nothing more than a mass grave. The best natural saltpeter maker.
Crazel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. I get it that it's left over from dead bodies, but how do you get it from shit?
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it. That's nonsense though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit. It feels kind of cold on the tongue.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Not exactly, but I have an idea. Times are evil and there's plenty of corpses. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a gold, a saltpeter mine.
The local gravedigger?
Exactly. And the one we have here in the region is also the knacker.
Ah, the gravedigger Ignatius. I've already met him. He lives outside Troskowitz in the direction of Apollonia, right?
Aye, that's him.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
Seems like it. Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun. And pretty useful experience. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't
I
keep
better
it
be
to
getting a
myself.
lot of
I'd
charisma
be
experience
happy
for
to teach
this.
you something, if you want.
I'll keep that in mind.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so I'd bring him some kind of offering. He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from Troskowitz Butcher.
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least the meat won't go bad on the way. Lots of luck, the Wolf of Scarlets.
Okay, so now our name matters. I guess we just had to earn it?
Why do you work for the miller?
Because he pays well, and don't care how much coin I make on the side.
You mean by stealing?
And he doesn't ask any stupid questions.
What did you do before?
I got by any way I could. Believe it or not, I started in a convent.
You? A nun? Well, why not? I was in the cloisters myself for a while.
Oh well, different people have different fates. But we all ended up here anyway, in the armpit of the world.
What do you think about Crazel?
You're another one of those that don't know if they should love him or hate him, right? Crazel is his own man. Once you learn to get along with him, you can't help but admire him a bit. But sometimes, he's unbearable as soon as he opens his mouth.
What do you know about the Troskowitz gravedigger?
He's a pretty tough old bird. He follows the rule, I'll treat you the way you treat me. And he appreciates when a fella's direct and open. But I probably wouldn't tell him everything about us.
Freaking
So,
religious woman.
Bonnie,
None of them want me. Ah.
I'd like to see some dead animals as models for painting a church fresco. A scene from the apocalypse.
That might be a bit much, but you learn fast.
How was the saltpeter collection and tasting again? Sounds pretty disgusting.
It wasn't so bad. Xena kept whining about it, but being a saltpeter collector, it has its benefits. When you go and clean someone's sty, they don't pay much attention to you and leave their purses and chests unattended. We made a pretty decent amount on the side.
What, by stealing?
Confiscating property for the greater glory of God. I hate the term stealing.
Just like Crazel. Tell me something more about Zinnek.
He's Andy, that's for sure. But also a bit of a fool. To be honest, I don't care for Crazel's bullshit most of the time either. I do this job because it's fun. Unlike Zinnek. He does everything for his own good, doesn't give a damn about any greater cause or other people. Actually, he really pisses me off with his attitude. And he entertains himself by coming up with the stupidest nicknames for me. Dunga, for instance. What kind of a bloody awful name is Dunga?
Oh, lovely. And what does he call himself?
Scruffy. Or Jan, Nicholas, Franz, Peter, Jakub. The most bland, everyday names.
I mean, I will have
He
taken
tries to be
Scruffy.
careful, but then he opens his big mouth and
That was
fucks
an
it all
option.
up, just like in Troskowitz.
What is this lair place?
Crazel built a store so all them honest, curious people in the mill, the likes of Hensel,
Is he a janitor?
wouldn't have to worry their little heads about what
Like from
we're doing here.
Futurama?
You mean behind that boarded up door in the cliff?
We're definitely not doing anything there right now. Because of the mess in there. I told Zenith to clean it up. I think he wants to see if the place will get so rotten that saltpeter will bloom on the walls.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Avery.
Alchemy is still full of mysteries to me.
Alright, I'll show you something, but you need time for it.
I keep seeing Futurama popping up again and again, and apparently there's another new season. But it's like, I already saw the finale so many times. You can only give it to me so many times before I start getting like, okay, I'm done.
I'd like to learn how to not cause a stir in a crowd.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick.
Hulu exclusive. Ugh. At least it was, or like the newer seasons of Futurama haven't been as bad as like Matt Groening's fantasy show. That was pretty ass.
I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
Like, he cannot do a serialized plot. What is he even doing? Alright, we got to go up here. We're going to have to hit the butcher first. 8. To traveling. I think a point of Futurama was make a story an endless loop. I mean, I guess. Like, that was like the one where like they stopped time and everything, and that's where I just like got off the ship and thought, okay, I'm good with Futurama anymore. Anything else coming after this is just going to be no thank you. So I remember watching that show growing up as a kid and wanting more seasons. But it's like, you can only do this to me so much. You gotta show that 5 or 6 seasons is too much. Yeah, as we're seeing with the like Simpsons, apparently they're having like a bit of a return to form, but I'm still not buying it. There's also a tailor in town, I think. Should be able to repair my clothes. Yeah, right there. South Park is shitting the bed. It's been shitting the bed. I think what they should have done is not really concern themselves with like current day bullshit, because they tried predicting the election, and then they had to like completely redo a entire season because of it. Huh. Warhorse Porpont. It's... Oh, yeah, I have that. Might as well get everything repaired so I'm not wasting repair kits.
To do something about that price.
Really, I feel like they should have done was end South Park after Stick of Truth. Yeah, it was a fun game. And what they need to do is just stick with pop culture and any of their or any original stories that just have like hints of it in it. And also, like, stop capitulating to celebrities, because all the episodes with Tom Cruise have been pulled. Like, you actually cannot get that anywhere except without piracy.
Good day, sir.
Show me your wares.
Yeah. You could give him a mutton.
Let's talk about the price.
Sure. Why not?
Here. That's a bit on top.
My, thank you kindly.
Yeah, God, I really felt like the show went downhill after the whole Integrity Farms bullshit and PC Principle. Yeah, that's... Again, like, they should not be going with current events. Those were just annoying. And, like, the whole serialization, too. What? My shoes are heavily damaged. Civilization worked for Black Friday and Imagination Line. They shouldn't do it for, or have done full seasons. Yeah. And interconnecting seasons too. Oh god, I was fixing my shoes. Can't have these broken because they're not really replaceable. I need them at top quality. Don't have the skill to fix them. Oh, that's fantastic. Where the hell am I going to find a cobbler? Alright, this outfit's just going to have to share. It's not going to have the godlike noise reduction that those shoes have, but the whole token to token retcon was, yeah. I don't know, like, they're going back in, taking out stuff that they should kept in, and it's like, again, there are no episodes with or anything with Tom Cruise. That entire episode is just pulled. You can't find it anywhere unless you pirate.
Greetings, sir.
Ignatius, I'm gonna need your help.
Of course. How many are there? Where do you want to bury them? Shall
Oh
we
my
grind
God.
the teeth up, or do you want to take them away in your purse?
None of that. I have a different, slightly unusual request. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me. We're looking for a saltpeter pit.
From Lower Semine? What pit?
A saltpeter pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that. What's it supposed to be? A pit to hell?
Nah. It's actually just a pit full of carcasses. These white crystals form on the walls of it. And that's exactly what we're after.
Ah, now I get it. You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses into. What's all this about Salty Peter?
Salty
I'm going
Peter.
to go there anyway, so I'll take you there.
Really? That was easier than I thought.
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward, though. You'll help me with something first. I have some collections from some Slatigo farmsteads, and I'd be a fool if I didn't use a helping hand. At least one day I can take it a bit easy.
You want me to help you with your grave digging business?
Why not? You look like a strong fella. You'll be a good helper.
I could pay him with meat, but this guy really does need a break.
Look, dragging carcasses around isn't exactly a respectable job. But so be it. I'll help you with it.
No.
What else can I do?
I mean, we do have some
Grave
still.
digging is a job like any other.
I
Sooner
do
or
like
later,
them.
Everyone needs our services.
I'm really
And if
tempted
it
to
wasn't
grab a
for us
couple.
knackers, folk would have to deal with their animal
Well, then I'm eating on
carcasses
stream, and that's not kosher.
So?
Luckily I have them on DVD. Used to burn so many DVDs, and now burning discs isn't even a thing anymore. I really miss it. I set up my PC specifically so I could burn DVDs, but I haven't had a need to yet. But the way things are going, I might have to actually start. What I also want to do is build my own NAS after my car's paid off, which will cost around $2,000 total. I think that's actually, no, it'll probably cost me $3,000. But what that will allow me to do is essentially host my own server where I can just like download everything onto it, and wherever I'm at in the world, so long as I have an internet connection, I can just go into that and watch whatever I want, and then just give like the IP to my friends, and then they can watch what they want. Thank you. Wow, that's 4.
Yeah, it
Wow. Actually, let me see if the price maybe gone down on Amazon. Yeah, because I know Austin can't pirate because his ISP is very stringent on it, so he can't really get anything. Okay, so the base thing I want is it's got the 2.5 gig connectivity. And that's 1,150. I don't think I need the Q-Snap Thunderbolt adapter. I don't have a Mac. I don't know why that's on here. But I do have hard drives. It looks like the mechanical ones went off sale, but the solid states are like I think I need, how many solid states does this thing hold? Okay, so I'm getting like the 32 gigabyte or gig RAM one, and it's got 4 ports for solid state and 5 for mechanical. Like this would host like games too. So 79 times 4, or 73 times 4. Let me pull up the calculator. That'd be another 292 on top of oops, I accidentally multiplied. Okay, so I need 72, or sorry, 73 times 4. So 292. Oops. 292 plus 1150. That's put me at just below 1,500 right now. Okay, the NAS internal hard drive I need to find. I want a 12 terabyte one, but looking like they're sold out. Oh, nope. Several options for 253. So we're just going to add on 54. So that's 1,696. And then I have 2 different solid state drives on here. I think it's like the different types of hard drive though. whatever. I'm getting lost in the weeds here, but it's roughly around a $3,000 project, but it's very much worth it if I don't have to deal with streaming services anymore, except for like if I absolutely have to watch whatever is there. What I've been doing is hacking my old consoles and extracting games off my cartridges and discs so I can have my PC. Yeah, it's a great idea. I bought a couple of games from Austin, and I hope to get those backed up as well, but keep them in my collection. Then I'm getting a Mem Pro or Mem Card Pro 2, so I can just play PS2 games off original hardware without emulating, but it's a handy thing.
You're a nerd.
I want to not deal with streaming service prices.
True. I mean, that
Of course,
project will pay for
I
itself
understand.
in a year.
I'm just a little worried
Yeah.
about what people will say about me when they see me with you. I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as squire to a nobleman.
Don't worry about what people say. They'll only strip you of your honor if you let them. So what then? Shall we take a nice little ride with my
What I'd
boys
like to do is
Snorter
have
and
all my
Dragonfly
old
here?
consoles hacked with
Nice and
HDMI.
early at daybreak.
I'd love that too. There are upscalers and like connectors. Like I got one for my PS2 right now, but I want to get like an actual upscaler one of these days.
Let's get this over with then.
Didn't you understand me? We ain't going nowhere now. Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between night and day. Do you understand?
I understand. I'll come at dawn.
Why'd I lose reputation? Alright, I need to find a bed. Because if I rest, I'm going to be sleepy for the job, and I can't be sleepy for the job. There's a camp over there.
Quick! Quick!
You did what? I dare you.
Laundry and dryer. 'Cause I
Whoa!
It's the good stuff.
You're good stuff.
Doggy. Can't pet the dog. Hate the idea of selling all my junk, but I might have to. It won't be so bad because when I get stable income, I could rebuy my stuff in better condition. It's a difficulty. Also, I'm way off the mark. Like, my brother stole a bunch of my old games and sold them to the pawn shop, and I only managed to like recover a few of my games. Like, they're like my Super Nintendo games. Well, most of them. Most of my Super Nintendo games. But, like, the modern stuff at the time were gone. Also, all the PS2 and PS1 games. So, I've been steadily recovering everything, and prices have been going up way too much to really get what you have back. And I hate the fact that it's like that now. Because we got people who have no interest in the games. Just want them as on their shelf or sit into a collection and never be touched again. Oop, game froze. And then they have like these weird ass freaking grading systems. You know, like the game's going to be a point where the market's going to crash. I hope so. Like I really hope so. Not before like Austin needs to sell or sells what he needs to, but like it's going to get to the point where the market's going to crash. Yeah, okay. I think I already read that. But it has been an absolute chore just trying to get things back. And I'm still not able to get a lot what I have back because some of the games I have are like now in the 200s or 300s. One of them went to 1,000. I had like thankfully like my copy of I think it was Persona 2. I think because my brother couldn't comprehend what that was and didn't think it would sell. I think that was a good thing because I didn't like that game in the first place, but later down the line I was able to give it to Max, and he's probably enjoying that much more than I did. Probably his fault. For prices getting so high. Yeah, Pat, NES Punk, and AVGN driving up prices. Like, nobody knew about the CDI games except for people who really loved YouTube Poops. And I was kind of hoping to get a copy of, like, the Zelda games and or Hotel Mario, but those got jacked to sky-high levels.
Oops.
What do you mean, oops?
I mean, oops. They accidentally ruined the market for the thing that they're giving glowing reviews of.
Well, he was
Not glowing reviews of.
Yeah. Like, he was trashing the games, and it's like, oh, now I got this collection piece. It's a bad game. And it's like, I kind of wanted it because I grew up with YouTube Poops, and I everything from those games live rent-free in my head. Well, at least the cutscenes. I've seen the gameplay. And I still need to do, like, the remaster of Faces of Evil and Wand of Gamelon. But I did play Arzette. That was a fun one.
Quick!
You have the console. That's another thing, too. Those are getting cartoonishly expensive now.
The collector's item.
Exactly, the collector's item. There's like one that I really want, though, that has a Laserdisc player built into it. And then probably get my hands on a few Laserdiscs I'd be interested in. Like, you can get, like, the original unedited Star Wars or unremastered Star Wars on Laserdisc. Like, hasn't been touched by Lucas after the fact. It's pristine. So you don't have, like, the weird CGI shit going on in the background. You don't have the weird scene where they re-edited or they added back in the part where Jabba is, or, like, Han is talking to, like, Jabba's mouthpiece. But for some reason, the remaster superimposes Jabba the Hutt in, smaller than what he actually is, and it's so weird. Like, superimposed over the the human dude that was speaking for Jabba. It's like weird edits like that. You Sally Struthers. Is that the woman who sang the weird song they added into the cantina scene?
You're a cantina scene.
No.
Yeah.
Just waiting outside this dude's window with a torch. Waiting for him to wake up. He can just do that, didn't you know? Become slightly smaller, poorly juxtaposed version of himself at will. Yeah. I was going full circle with the South Park jokes. Oh. Oh, God. Yeah, that's right. That's ancient knowledge. What the fuck? Good job, Weeb.
He remembers the ancient texts. He was there when they were written.
I don't know if I'm completely...
The dew is still on the leaves. The roads are clear. You don't need your horse. I'll stable him here. It'll be heaven for him. In any case, heaven's always close here. Hop on the wagon and Snorter and Dragonfly here will take care of us.
Dude, you don't understand the power of nostalgia and obscure shit. I remember who you were. Oh my god.
Come on, then. We've got a long journey ahead of us, so get yourself comfortable so your arse won't hurt. So, you say you're from Lower Samine, eh?
Not exactly. I'm not even from this region. I'm only doing some work for the miller.
I remember Crazel
I
when
think
he
we
was
should
still
be
a wee
moving.
lad. Even then he was a great big smart-ass. When I buried his parents, he was traipsing somewhere through the world. Maybe you heard what they say about Lower Samine round these parts. Crazel don't sell short measure, not that. He looks out for his reputation, but his helpers have been seen often in the villages after dark, looking fishy. Or during the day, in the pillories. Don't that Bonnie of yours belong to that gang too?
Unfortunately, she does. Crazel ordered Bonnie and her accomplice Zinnek to scrape saltpeter off the walls of the sties. And when they had a chance to loiter about in the yards here in the region, well, they made good use of the opportunity to line their purses.
Ay, ay, ay. What have I gotten myself into in my twilight years? Lower Samine's a thorn in the side for a lot of folk. Some on account of the competition. Some is just rubbed up the wrong way by that Crazel. Either way, all they need's the slightest excuse to grab their pitchforks. Go and grab the miller and shove his face right in his own millstone.
Touched my heart as Matt Vargas' partner in crime in the very Vargas series. God, that was great. I also remember giving him the line for his Life of Shy Guys Christmas Christmas special.
Are you deaf?
Like Snowman today, Snowman yesterday.
Now listen, Henry. Here on the left side, you'll see the ruins of a cottage that's been abandoned for a few years.
Looks mysterious. What treasures might be hidden there?
You'll soon see. I have a trap set inside the cottage. I wanted to lure a wolf into it, but that didn't work out. There's a deer rotting there unnecessarily. So hop in there and bring it to the wagon. Finally, at least we're not blocking the road too much.
that weird cabin I found earlier, I think. Yeah, it is. Oh, shit. Motherfucker. Are you kidding me? My attacks will not land. You're the most adorable and endearing character. Oh my god. Especially a very Vargas Yom Kippur, where you wanted to keep ship in perjury because you said, quote, because I like you. God damn it. Those are the days. Come on, almost. Ah, damn it! I was right there. I have, you know, all these random quotes live rent free in my head. God damn it. Ugh, I forgot about the because I like you. I still remember I'm a vampire and catch you on the flip side. Or flubbing a line Austin wrote for one of his things.
Take it back to the wagon.
Ooh, key. So there was nothing in here this entire time, just a dead deer. And it could have just gone through the window. Okay. Yeah, I flubbed a line for Austin where it was supposed to be, hey, fuck you, Dee or Dee, and I ended up doing, hey, fuck you, Dee, and they just changed the ending of his video for it. Have you know, or I wish I could rewatch all Life of Shy Guy, or Life of Gay Guys, I mean Life of Shy Guy. And I just kept calling it Life of Gay Guys. It's just so easy. Plus my headcanon was that they were gay.
Hey, we've got another
Get
one
over here! Now!
I'm coming.
Move it!
What's going on, Ignatius?
Ah, I'm trying to explain to these fellas we've got nothing to do with no thieving around here. They should go to Lower Samine to complain.
Two stinking pieces of shit was sneaking around our sties and cellars and lining their purses with silver too while they was at it. Some scruffy and dunger. You must be scruffy, eh?
I'm Henry, and those, names mean nothing to me.
Like I said, if it's rotten carrion they're after, they should have come to me. A passion for knacking is the only thing we have in common.
Is that so? So prove it then.
I'm covered in blood.
Take a good look at me. Do I look like a thief? Or more like a commonplace, maybe just slightly rusty, hired hand? At this rate, you
Yes.
can blame any old peasant grimy after a hard day's work.
I don't know. I don't reckon I've ever seen a real thief up close.
Ask around about me and you'll find out everyone knows I can't stand a liar. I'll keep my promises and show up on time. So enough talk, and let's
I
carry on
do
to
look
where you
exactly like a
started.
thief.
All right.
That worked. Okay.
You'll be gone then. But if you happen to run into them two thieves, you tell us right away. Got it?
Of course.
You can count on it.
Glad to hear it. Let's go, fellas. Maybe.
Gotta be an archive somewhere.
That's right. Maybe.
Wait, there's a. They're not on YouTube anymore? Do I look like a thief? Maybe a really bad one considering how much blood you're covered in. I mean, there's that. Then there's also the fact that when you like okay, that's the thing. I don't look like a thief. I look like a goddamn assassin in this world. I don't know. I haven't seen them on Matt's channel for years. Oh, I hope he didn't delete them. I hope he just privated them.
Not much left for us to do here, eh?
Hopefully our luck will hold out, and we'll only be breaking the limbs of carcasses today. The next farm's just up ahead. Hop on, and let's go.
I need a marigold decoction.
Here we come, Snorter. Don't worry.
Okay, they're unlisted. That's good. Yeah, that would be bad if he deleted them. It's like, that was his big
That
thing.
was just a kind of little favor for me. Now we'll help the locals here in Jdar with their carcasses.
So far, I've just carried sacks. I already did that for the miller.
Yesterday, the good wife from that farm came and told me both their pigs died. So we'll scoop them up and haul them off. I mean, you scoop them up and haul them to my cart. She says it was a curse. There was a flash of lightning, the pigs started trembling, squealing and puking, and then keeled over and dropped dead.
And then Satan himself appeared in the sky. Happens all the time.
It ain't my first day doing this job, so I could see right off them pigs had been poisoned. The good wife swore them pigs were happy as, well, pigs in shit. She said they even let them go to a nearby stream to have a wallow.
Whoa.
It flows here through the forest on the right. Since we're here, you ought to go and take a look around there. Check how clear that spring really is.
All right. I'll see what's going on there.
And I'm going to enjoy having a helper. At least for one day. Maybe I'll roll around in the grass.
Matt
here
Vargas
with
the
Snorter
musical,
and
anybody?
Dragonfly.
Yeah, I want Matt Vargas the musical. I think Matt's new thing now is animations. He's a huge musical guy. Well, he's always been a huge musical guy. That's just Matt. Like, he absolutely loved, what was that, the Book of Mormon? Funnily enough, by Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
Those pigs came here to drink. Where to now? I can smell something upstream.
Nice looking deer.
Ah, here it is. Wolves must have killed them. Didn't even eat them up. I'll go and tell Ignatius.
Yep, that'll kill people.
Yay!
It was thanks to him I watched Cannibal the musical. And Little Shop of Horrors, I bet. Little shop of horrors, little shop.
But I'll probably get something hauling.
Well, I wish you and your helper lots of luck today. May God bless you.
You too.
It really wasn't a curse. There are rotting carcasses in the water upstream from the watering spot. No wonder the pits
God, I'm
caught
so
some
covered in
disease.
blood.
Well, what do you know? I was right. I'll give you a hand. It'd take you all night on your own.
I haven't watched that, but I should. It's really good. Has Rick Moranis in it.
You're really good.
You're really good.
You're really good.
Ah!
Ah!
So the pigs are inside here.
Get complimented, idiot.
Never.
Ew. Is this really worth it?
Quit complaining, Henry. No, Weeb, you're pretty good.
Poor things. A waste of good meat.
Gal. And you know, Tekken's in rough shape when even Raves were. Yes, I have my head in the ground on everything these days. I don't know why they're upset or the pro players are upset. I just know that they don't like the update, and it's like, what do you expect? It's a fighting game update. They probably patched out whatever exploit you were using before. Or they added an RNG mechanic. Which, if I remember right, went pretty bad for Smash when that was in it, when they added tripping. But if it stops someone, it's legitimately not good. Oh boy, lay it on me.
Ugh, and another.
You know, the normally positive people with common sense are covering why. The game's funny now. People can't handle that. They added a... Sakurai even delayed the game until March 9th because of tripping. Oh boy. So they did add an RNG mechanic, did they?
So, what do you think, Jack? Get over here so we can carry on.
I took care of the carcasses. We can drive on.
Nice work. There's even a bit of meat left for me.
Yeah. You'd eat that. They've been lying there God knows how long.
But nicely in the cold. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, you won't be eating it, so don't worry about it. Let's keep going. Seeing as how you don't obey me, you're surely horsing around today.
Buddy, I've been obeying you all day. You're the one who's still standing there. They basically remove a lot of defined character weaknesses and a lot of extremely strong moves that quadruple down on offense, making it harder to defend after clearly stating before the patch they want to improve defense
You
basically.
don't have to take down no hanged man or bury an unbaptized child.
Oh, ever since I started working for the miller, all I did was carry sacks. The sack makers here in the region must live like kings.
So they're turning it into like a
I like having to
yet
carry
another
something
anime
official.
fighter.
Now listen to me closely.
That's fucking boring.
You won't be carrying anything at the next farmstead. Instead, you'll have to make one carcass there. See, the work of a knacker ain't just about clearing away dead animals. Now and then, you've got to put down some creature. so it don't suffer. Or, like today...
I have
to
no
put
idea
it
what the
down
actual
so
problem is. I
everyone
kind of just look at
around
the patch
it don't
notes
have
for
to
my
suffer.
character and go,
In
okay, I
this
guess I'm
case,
no.
we're
They
talking
do that
about a
now.
dog.
Well, what can I do? But I doubt I'll feel good about it.
That cur belongs to the greengrocer, Vizar. I've heard they're both pretty fierce. Don't draw too much attention to yourself at the farmstead. I'll give you some Aesop potion to drink first, and some meat and bane. Soak the meat with the poison and throw it to the dog. He'll probably be locked in a pen somewhere. As soon as it's done, we'll disappear before anyone notices anything. I got paid well for it from the neighbors, so don't fuck it up for me.
Ooh, you gave me some bane. Alright, so what am I working with here? So Aesop, what does that do? Take less notice of you, so we either approach them. Alright. So let's apply this to some meat. Probably make it a little bit more palatable for it. What's this guy doing with bane poison, though?
Yeah! Yeah!
I mean, this game looks alright. It looks alright. But a lot of the combat has a lot of bullshit in it. And you have to be at an obscenely high level of stealth to actually make use of stealth. And even then, it's kind of ass. Especially the crime system. There goes a rat. And that's what I assume, but it's kind of odd that pretty much every recent fighting game has gone through a game-ruining seasonal change. Barring Virtua Fire, I'm sure Six will rectify this. I'm kind of excited for Virtua Fire to make a comeback. But something's telling me that they're going to mess up Virtua Fighter. So to find the dog. Primarily pick that lock so I can get this stealth bonus I got going on at the bottom corner. Fuck with a new Primal Rage? Absolutely. God, that would be amazing. Like, the first one was unfinished, but imagine like a fully finished one with current mechanics and tech.
Oh, Sakra. The dog isn't here. The door's open. Where did he run off to? barking. It's coming from over there.
Oh boy. There's a Wikipedia page. You can assume Warner. Oh no, Warner. Game's fucked.
Oh no.
Is that what's her face? It is.
A handsome boy.
Bonnie, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
The grave digger wants me to poison that dog.
Jesus! And are you going to do it?
But what else can I do? You're the one who sent me to Ignatius. You just tactfully neglected to mention that when you and Zinnek were acting as his hands, you robbed half the houses in the county.
Shit. It's all gone sour.
This is all I have left to do before he takes me to the saltpeter pit.
And couldn't you find the pit without that? Just take a look at that poor creature. I'd like to keep him in place of my poor dead sniffer.
You surely know how to pick him. Your poor creature is terrorizing the whole area.
It's not the animal's fault. When Zinnek and I were here last, I saw how old Vysarik treats him. He doesn't give him food, he abuses him. With a master like that, he won't last long. You wouldn't kill a dumb creature just because its master is a sick horse, would you?
Well, you don't have to convince me. Ever since the grave digger told me to do it, I've been trying to figure out how to save that dog. If you want to take him, I won't stop you.
You're a much better Christian than I thought you were. I'll take him to the lair. We'll meet there.
Hurry off.
Let's do the smart and outsource. Well, it wouldn't matter if they outsourced the production. The only problem is that if it's an online service, any online service, like I even predicted this with like that platform or the WB Smash game, whatever it is. Can't even remember the name, but I predicted that wouldn't even last 2 years, and I was right, because what Warner does with anything when they have like a live service or online multiplayer of any kind, they like to cut it too short, and it's frustrating and annoying. Multiverses, yeah.
It's taken care of.
Taken care of? What do you mean?
I set the dog free. He didn't deserve to die.
For fuck's sake, didn't deserve to die. We were supposed to get rid of him, because that's just what he deserves.
Bonnie from the mill came and took the dog before we got to him.
Well, fuck me. How much more is that girl going to steal before she has enough?
Oh, she'll take better care of him than Baysar did. All he needs is to be fed properly, and he won't be dangerous anymore.
I surely fucking hope not. Because if he runs off and ravages something or someone again, then we didn't help at all. Let's go before we start looking suspicious.
2 reputation losses? Come on. Yeah, anything Warner Brothers related is going to be like fast off or fast cut off.
Slowly. Have a bit of respect. Death always deserves respect, whether it's people or animals.
But there's hardly 3 heaps here. Is this really it? Are you yanking my pizzle again?
Of course not. True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits and throw some wet hay between them, it all rots better. And the better it rots, the more niter you'll have. Are you going to take some right away?
I won't. The miller will probably send some people here.
Well, they'd better not dig it all up. That'd disturb the natural balance, see? And soon they'll find out there's no place to find saltpeter.
Well, I reckon I'm delaying the inevitable. I'll still have to taste it.
You're going to taste it?
It's the only way I can be certain it really is saltpeter.
God's nails. And they say I'm disgusting. Wait a moment. I've got a reward for you. Just so's you don't think old Ignatius and his even older nags is ungrateful riffraff. Take it as a thanks for your help. Maybe you'll take over my trade one day when I'm pushing up daisies myself.
Who knows? Maybe that'll really be my fate. I'll live at the cemetery, build piles of carcasses, and eat bread with saltpeter.
Here's something that'll definitely come in handy if you ever need to go through all this again. Either with me or somewhere else.
Thanks.
Taste it then. Get to it. This
Knacker's gloves. Make me less conspicuous. What gloves do I currently have on? Okay, cut purses. Interesting. Oh god.
You didn't have to make such a feast of it.
Look at me. I'm the Lord's messenger to a taster of cadavers. Cold and salty. This must be it. If you're going back to your cottage, I'd like to take a ride with you.
Of course. But in return, you have to help me get all this lot buried. So there's some more saltpeter in the making.
The starting roster has a few missing characters from the first game. And then back in DLC it's scummy, but it works. Yeah. That's another thing with Warner Brothers. Any scummy practice they could try to get away with.
Oh, you pooch.
That guy called me Pooch in an affectionate way as he rode by? Weird.
Greetings, my friend.
Have you heard any news?
There's something new every day. Death roams these parts with me following close behind.
Do you know what happened with the bodies from near the pond? Tankard, Conrad.
Who?
Well, you wouldn't know their names. A couple of soldiers that fell there. Where are they buried?
Oh, I remember them. They all ended up in a pit together right by the cemetery. All I got was a yellow waffen rock for the effort. Getting them out of there was a grind. They was well fed. You could tell right away there was from better parts than this here county.
You're right. They're a long way from home.
Not to worry. Earth is earth, wherever it is.
Are you and the Herbleman related? You both look... well...
There's also guest characters, which WB will probably do because they probably have access to the rights of some kaiju-sized monster movie monsters. That'd be great. What? They have Gandalf in the data. Man, I would say if I made games, I would try to forego all the scummy practices, but I guess sustainability from simply sales isn't
Well,
enough anymore.
I'm
No, you
not
gotta
the
like
one
milk
to
the
be telling
milk the
you,
people
but
dry.
I'll tell you one thing. There's
That's
a
how you make
place
money.
called Limbus Puerorum.
Not getting Godzilla in
Make
Multiverse is
sure
still
you never
sings.
send anyone there.
Yes.
Not even by accident. And that's all I'll say on the matter.
Keep in
However,
mind,
if they added Gandalf, I would have been a Gandalf main.
I had to dabble in your trade a little bit. Buried a young man from the nomad camp who got beaten to death by woodcutters.
I know. Don't think I didn't try to get him for myself. He wasn't baptized, so I couldn't bury him in the cemetery. But he deserved a good place in the ground nonetheless. It gave me a terrible itch. I can't stand unfinished work. The damned woodcutters left him there like a solstice decoration.
I buried him in his favorite place.
You did well. Don't hesitate to bury any other corpses you find left unburied. You have my blessing. I can tell right away if a fella understands an honest trade. See you later, my friend.
Training charisma requires you to go through all the dialogue. However, there's not enough people to talk to, which makes it a pain. Okay, I think I could just fast travel. See if we get a random encounter. Yep. Oh, a few logs, pit. Alright. Wizard Ale. Fucking. God, that animation was great.
Hey?
Eh?
I have some nice wares here. Just take your pick.
Good day. My name is Henry. Where are you traveling from, peddler?
I wouldn't call it traveling. More like fucking fleeing. Barely made it with the shirts on our backs. Oh, by the by, folks call me Mikula.
That sounds like a Hungarian raid. Was it?
How do I know who the fuck it was? One morning I see smoke billowing from the village over the hill. I wasn't going to hang around, so I grabbed Grandad, my wife and daughter, and we took off.
What about your lord? Didn't his people help you?
Our gracious lord has
I
been in
think it
captivity
has something to
somewhere
do in part with the
Saxony
fact
for over
that
a
games
year.
industry talking
Who knows?
AA, AAA
Maybe
titles
his envious
isn't really
relatives
sustainable
involved in that
considering
nasty
economy.
business. Yeah.
Smaller
They just
teams
don't
might be
give a
able to
shit
get by
about
with simply
ordinary
ignoring
folk.
milking cash cow. By the way, in the next month or so, my stepdad was planning on going to California to see some family and older friends for a few weeks. If I could find someone to watch the animals, I might go with them. Reno might also be on the way. Yeah. Wouldn't mind having you come around town so long as I'm off that day. As for Generic's comment, that too, especially, you can make games this realistic and whatnot, but the game has to be good, and more often than not, the gameplay really does suffer. So, bigger teams means wider scope, which means the original idea gets more and more diluted.
What do you do for a living, Nicola?
I'm a hard-working craftsman. I make candles and the best soap in the land.
The best soap?
Indeed. And you know why, lad? Because I have a family recipe. 100 years old it is. The secret is 7 herbs from all the seasons of the year.
Are you yanking my pizzle? Who ever heard of herbs in winter?
And that, my friend, is precisely the secret. And with wares such as those, I can ply my trade
Mistletoe.
anywhere.
If you have anything for sale, Nicola, I'd be happy to take a look.
That's what I like to hear. Take your pick.
Buck's blood. Increases stamina by 30% for 20 minutes. Chamomile. Can make that easily. Here's belladonna. I'll take all that. Reminds me I need to dry some. another one of these.
Let's talk about the price.
Sure, why not?
Here. That's a bit on top.
My, thank you kindly.
It's made on my mountain, and it's good, and it's delicious, and it's made with hops that are collected in the meadows by my owls. So it's like companies want to focus on how good their game looks and big their world is rather than what's in it. Like, you can kind of make it work. It's a big struggle. You just have to, like, actually focus on the vision, not cut corners. And yeah, it works. That's how, like, how big it can be. Like, a huge scope. I know I'm rambling a little bit here. But if it doesn't have, like, the original focus, you have, like, a team of, like, where the credits takes 2 hours to get through, then it's going to be a convoluted mess. Too many mechanics that get redundant. And, like, if it's a live service especially, it becomes like a snowballing problem. Like, there are so many abandoned mechanics in Warframe right now. Every time I go in, I think I'm able to do something, but because I wasn't on ground level or I've missed like a few updates, I can't get back in. There's just too much work to return to.
I found the place where we can harvest saltpeter. You just head out of Troskowitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, then head off it at the right spot. Only it's not a pit, it's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff? Did you taste it?
Yeah. And I hope I never have to do that again. Ugh. I think the experience has changed me forever.
Oh, come on. You whine more than Zinnik. It's just commonplace salt. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I send 2 wagons, that should be enough.
What should I do?
Means I could mix a barrel and a half.
Quasal, focus. What else do you need from me?
Oh, sorry. What were you asking? About a reward?
Especially in MMOs, I feel
right
after
here.
you stop playing for a long time, it's so hard to get back into it.
Well, the whole thing is
That
really
especially,
appealing to a scholar of
I
my
think
field of interest
ESO
and important
surprisingly
humanity.
solved this problem.
Certain
As much as I rail on that game,
which, unfortunately,
where
moved
it
its creation
will do something
somewhere
great with its
further into the
mechanics
future.
and
What do you mean?
gameplay and quality of life stuff, it'll shoot itself in the foot by paywalling a lot of other things.
I admitted to myself it's maybe
They
too much to
did
take on.
manage to
I decided
make
to go
it
back to
easy
my
to
So,
get
the
back
search for
into the game if you
saltpeter
took a
was
long ass
Not
break.
at all. Saltpeter
Like, it's
will help
a
us create primordial matter.
solution to end game being its champion point system
Materia prima.
and its encouragement to make new characters
As
rather than
alchemical
stick with
scholars,
old characters.
We actually have only one task before us.
Because you're not allowed to like go into different classes. It does help with that.
Position and power from.
Um,
Only then will we understand the nature of the shadows.
and the ability to like
I'll explain
share
it to you.
equipment between all your characters and craft they added this recently too, where you can craft like dungeon and set items that you might have broken down before. You can recraft them with transmute crystals or transmutation crystals. So you can just keep going. Like if you miss something, it's very easy to catch up, which is very surprising. Like the champion system, you get a character to max level, which is 50, and then it's like essentially leveling beyond that to get points to put into like skill trees. That'll give like other like things like bonus damage on certain conditions or permanent movement speed increases, a whole bunch of things, and what you can do is make a new character and apply those same points that you earned on different characters, because it's all a shared pool that, well, it's not shared. Like, once you get those points, you always have those points, and the points will be the same for every character you have. So you can make a new character straight from level 1, and you can immediately give them like big damage bonuses and instant movement speed, or permanent like no stamina loss outside of combat for your mount. It's got great ideas in there, but then it's just has so many things that just shoots itself in the foot. Let me just cross my mind. Did you make it to a wedding in game, or did I miss that? Nope. We're still doing the quest to make our way up there. We just got sidetracked with a bunch of other things.
From behind the closed gates of Trotsky come quiet whispers, carried by
Like,
the wind, all the
we
way
should be
here
getting
to
an
me in the
invitation
mill.
from this guy
You
once we
hear it
finish
too?
his quests.
Can you get to the point? What's this about?
Scribe Erezim received a trunk from Prague, and in that trunk was...
The document of Hermes Trismegistos?
no, a book. And from an author more venerable than Hermes. It's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. Ordinary at first glance, but the treasure's inside. You might say it's kind of an alchemical cookbook.
Oh no, I'm still in the Anarchist cookbook.
So I'm gonna have to pick some locks again, eh? And in the castle, no less. I'd like to know how I'm supposed to get in there. Trotsky is shut tight.
For some. The gates of Trotsky may appear to be closed to us, mere mortals. But why try to force your way in when there's a person they'll invite in themselves?
What person?
Hold on, we'll get to that. We've got the Samine wedding coming up. I can't wait to try out my new potion against drunkenness there. What about you? You still need to get there?
Certainly. It's why I decided to work for you. Or have you forgotten? I hope your promise still stands.
Of course it does. What do you take me for? Start getting ready. You've almost got a fine outfit, I see. But it still could be a lot better. Ad charisma tuendu. Say a prayer to St. Paul. Maybe he'll send you a few nice things from heaven.
So you'll really get me into that wedding? Am I dreaming?
No, you're not. But before you start celebrating, we won't be going by ourselves. We'll have company. Or, to be more exact, the two of us will be accompanying a certain person. Me as a friend and host, and you as a bodyguard, loyal servant. Call it what you will.
And who is this mysterious person?
A true lady will come to the wedding with us. Radiant as the morning star, refined as pure gold. All will be stunned by her beauty. And she'll be our lockpick that will find the weak spot in the gate to Trotsky. All it'll take is a little push. And clunk. The lock will open. And the book will be mine.
What weak spot?
The castle's weak spot is Chamberlain Ulrich, because he himself has a weakness for women. Of all the single damsels at the wedding, ours will be the most charming and irresistible for him. Noble or not, he's a mortal man, and he'll start to think with his male member. We will watch as he becomes feverish with lust.
I'm going to have to clock out a bit
Soon
early
he'll be
tonight.
begging to
Pretty
take our
tired.
companion
Yeah,
to
we're pretty much
Trotsky.
going to wrap up after
He'll
this
pretend his
conversation.
motives are pure, so she'll be more
I don't
comfortable.
blame you.
And when the Chamberlain becomes insistent, you, as her personal bodyguard,
I still
will
got
accept his
bacon
offer.
I need to bake.
Naturally, you'll say you won't leave her
And
side, so you can defend her honor.
more
Once
chicken
in
to eat.
Trotsky, Ulrich will do everything to get you to leave him alone with her.
Bacon boy full of
That
bacon.
will be your
Bacon.
I can hardly believe that you, of all people, would come up with such a straightforward plan.
Well, it's not all that straightforward. I admit there's a certain element here that makes everything more complicated. First, we have to find our gracious lady.
Where do you want to find this lady? Here.
Look, she doesn't have
Nick,
to be a
weeb.
lady per se.
Go to bed.
Just need a wench with a pretty face. We'll get her a nice dress.
Night,
some
Pyra.
perfume. She doesn't even
Go to
have to
bed.
speak. We'll do the talking.
Good night, go to bed or else.
Yeah.
Could Bonnie do it?
She could. The only hitch is everyone and his dog knows her face. Nobody with any sense would let her into the Sameen wedding.
So some bathhouse wench would do.
Aye, that should work. You can find lots of capable girls at the Jelly-Off baths, including some who aren't so well known. It's true, Dorothy can be a bit unpleasant, but you'll be giving her an offer she can't refuse.
Dorothy owns the bathhouse.
Aye, next to the alehouse there. You'll tell her I'm offering enough groschen to buy 2 cows or a small cottage. That should soften her up.
All right. I'll take care of it.
Excellent. You're a talented, likable youngster, like Knight Roland of yore. I have complete faith in you. And don't forget, you're going to need to dress the girl up and make her smell nice so she comes across like a real lady. So, stop off at Troshkowitz as well and get her a nice brocade dress and some long-lasting perfume. Mintha would be ideal.
Where can I find the dress?
What do you think, the butcher's? Go and see the tailor. Bartoszek has just the thing in his shop. A beautiful red dress made of Tyrolean brocade.
Why that dress exactly?
Because red is the color of love and passion. The rich Tyrolean brocade is just begging to be touched. Ulrich won't know where to look. The dress is likely to be pretty expensive. But that's no obstacle for you, right?
Where can I find the perfume?
Emmerich the apothecary might have something. They say he makes some perfume for his wife. Or ask Betty the innkeeper. She may be a god-awful battle axe, but a nice smelling one. Or get hold of the recipe and make your own Mintha. As an alchemy apprentice, you should be able to manage.
I'll be going then.
Once you've got everything ready for the wedding, we'll meet in front of the fortress gate. There, I'll let our lady in on some other details of our plan. But that won't be for your ears. Anyway, you'll be rehearsing your speech to Lord von Berghoff then, won't you?
I can't wait.
Alrighty. We will call it stream here. So thanks everyone for coming. Community run streams up every night, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. Tune in tomorrow for more go to bed fun. In the meantime, good night. Go to bed.
Go to bed!
He said the line.
I said the line. Go to bed.
Go to bed.